Well, to discuss this further, I'm joined by Olusola Bankole, former president, FCT National Association of Proprietors of Private Schools. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. It's a pleasure
And
to
welcome.
be here. Thank you.
Also here, joining us from the newsroom is our correspondent, Sumayya Abubakar, who's been following the story and also joining us from the newsroom. Hey, Sumayya.
Hello, Nyota.
Let me start with you. So sitting down there and seeing that your teacher, I know he or she's not your teacher, but seeing one of those teachers collect 25 million, did that bring some level of excitement to you?
Absolutely. I would say it did. It was a cheerful reaction from the crowd and myself as well when the minister mentioned that for the 12 teachers who were selected through different states, about three teachers per state, after rigorous, checking and making sure that they get the right people, and then they selected one person per every zone, to be announced that they would get 25 million naira. And this is excluding, some other gifts. We had governors from other states calling in to add more money to these people. And then the overall best got 50 million naira, got a house, 2-bedroom from his governor of Ogun State, and also got a car from another governor. Was really fulfilling. We saw so much emotion from these people. It was one speech that, resonated with me was when the First Lady said that now we see you and you know that your reward is not in heaven, which is a slogan that we always use in Nigeria, saying teachers' reward is in heaven. So it was, for me, as someone who appreciates, what teachers go through, and we considering I have to show the round that, we've been going all through the FCT, seeing how schools have been dilapidated, and then the teachers have been complaining about lack of facilities and all of that. Seeing that appreciation of what these people go through was really fulfilling.
I'll still come to Olusola here, but let me just finish with you, Sumayya, so that because I know you have other things you need to do for the news. There's always been that notion that, you get big shows, you have Voice Nigeria, Idol, and then they're winning, or Big Brother, they're winning millions. But now we're seeing that service in the education sector will get you some good money, at least 25 million. That's a good one.
Indeed, it is.
Do you think it's sustainable?
Well, this is the push, from the teachers that were present. We saw the president of the National Union of Teachers pointing that out, saying they need sustainability. I have to point out that this is the first time they're having, the Teachers Summit like this big in Nigeria. So it is giving them hope, but then they're pushing for sustainability, and we're hoping other people would take on. Because nowadays you see children and you ask them, do you want to be a teacher? And they'll tell you no. And you cannot blame them because we've seen how teachers have suffered in the country. So we're hoping this is, sustainable, pushing in order to encourage these teachers and also encourage the younger ones to also want to be teachers, because teachers are, what make the future of the nation, talking about the children.
Indeed, there is nobody today in office or out of office who's not the product of a teacher. Thank you, Sumayya. Thank you. But let me come to you, Madam Bankole. Tell me your reaction to this whole thing. 50 million naira for a teacher, considered the best overall teacher across the country.
As I was watching it, what was in my mind is to give an applause. Sincerely, that's a good one. For a long time, we've been talking about it. No nation actually develops beyond the level and the quality of education. Of course, who provides the educational services? Mainly the teachers. And so getting this kind of recognition, I'm sure is going to encourage a lot of teachers across Nigeria that, okay, we can do more.
That someday you also will get a 25 million.
Beyond that, to be candid, it's, some of us may know that, okay, beyond getting this reward, the fact that educators, teachers are recognized this way, it's something to be glad about.
There was a time when it was about, even the teachers, their pride was about their students distinguishing themselves in academics and outside. I came across a woman who taught my elder brother. She was, as at last year, she was about 98 years old. And my elder brother's we're all standing there. She was like, I taught you, you used to do this, you used to do that. But the joy for her, what she said was that I can see all my boys. I'm happy to see that you're doing well. Where is that pride? Is it still there in the teacher?
You know, for teachers who are putting in their best, who are putting in this so much sacrifice, it's still there. And that's why, you know, when you ask me about, the money and all that, you know, it's a motivation. A lot of teachers who are doing great with their students, the money is a motivation, but it's not all about the money. Of course, when you impact a life, you know, I was talking somewhere this morning and I said, I feel so proud being a teacher to the point that I believe that I'm stronger, I'm more powerful than some presidents.
Indeed.
The reason is I'm able to shape lives. I'm able to, you know, because education, if we understand what education is meant to do, I think we also, and I want to say kudos to the current Minister of Education. We have not had it this good in a long time. The reform in the curriculum, the reform, of course, when they bring some things that are not so whatever, and people, there's the uproar, quickly they look at it and then, you know, they jettison those ones. So I want to say thank you to the Minister of Education, the Minister of State for these reforms. Of course, I'm sure they are meeting with a lot of, you know, people who are saying no, and all of that. But all the same, there are so many more of us who are glad that they are doing this for the sake of our future. We are seeing that our societal values, our national values are decaying. And it's teachers that we do the work to make sure that, you know, the students get it right. As they get it right, they become doctors, they become engineers, they become teachers, they become, you know, the different professions, so that the engine of the nation can keep running.
We want to thank you so much, Olusola Bankole, former president, FCT, National Association of Proprietors of Private Schools. Thank you for coming in and sharing your thoughts. And we do wish you and your fellow teachers and our fellow teachers, we wish you all well, hoping that the pride will continue to shine.
Yeah.
Thank you once again.
Thank you.